What's going on, everybody? Biddy D here. Welcome back to Timberborn. So in this episode I want to get more of the food stuff going on, and I want to get that next monument for sure. That would be really cool to get this Fountain of Joy in. I may not have enough metal to make it happen there, so I may end up having to go all the way over there, but we'll see how that works. We'll see how that's going to get along. But we are in the middle of a drought. It's not a super long one. We're doing okay here. And it's probably a good idea to maybe extend this back further just so we can store even more water. Because we kind of went up to, not necessarily the max height, but it feels kind of like the max height that we can do. I'm okay with that if we are able to just go backwards a little more. Yeah, another thing would be more water storage. I mean, we have enough for 1,500, yeah, but maybe one of those really large water tanks would be really good, or large tanks. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock that. It does take metal. That's okay. The housing is there. Could I squeeze it in right there if I just put a platform? Let me see if I can do that. Platform, and then we're gonna do large tank, make sure it's in the right spot, and then path this up. Connected. Alright, and this is going to be water. Alright, and they're going to start building that up. Alright, well, I'm going to let that go in. That'll be good for my water production. And then let's see about some more farming. Now, I may need to do, I think I'm going to need to go on this side too. So let's just go ahead and do that. And what to do. If I were to do the aquatic farmhouse here, it doesn't quite reach everything. If I were to do it there, or like there, it would reach all the way. Okay. Am I okay with that? I might be, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I can put it on this side. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let me get up a couple more platforms, and then I will put that aquatic farmhouse right there. Yeah, because that'll reach everything. Do I have, oh no, I don't have builders in here. It's gonna take a little bit more time. So that takes away 5 haulers. Yeah, that's all right. All right, we're gonna mark all these for cutting. Kind of forgot about that. It's because these are the oaks, and all the maples we're gonna leave up. Oh, we're out of logs again, huh? That's all right, we'll get some logs in, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, we did get this large tank in, right? Yeah, so that's good. We're gonna be getting some water in there eventually. But yeah, we just massively increased our water storage. Okay, we're just waiting on some logs, which is why I'm really glad I got this in. Alright, we are almost out of the scrap metal. Uh-oh. We don't really have logs to do anything with, so I'm just gonna have to let this run for a little bit. Alright, we did get this built. Because that's built, we can plant some, we're gonna do cattail reeds, I think. What do they call them in here? Just cattails. So let's do it up. And I think we're gonna need to lower this some. Yeah, that'll work. Just get a little more water in there. I'm just thinking, we have empty spots for housing. Not for housing, we have empty spots for jobs, so it would probably be a good idea to get more housing in again. So I think that is what I want to do. So let me see if I can work this out, just because I know it's going to be a little tricky. So first of all, triple lodge, I'm going to want it like that. It's okay, it might take quite a while for that to get built. So we're gonna need to come here, and we can't build it up there, so what we're gonna have to do is do an overhang, and I'd like it to go to be a 4x1, I think. So yeah, like just like that. That'd be perfect. And then we can go another 4. That'd probably be good, huh? I think so. So then we just need some stairs and paths, and that'll work. Just might take them a little while to build it. Okay, all the cattails are in. Takes 8 days to grow. Let's check on our trees over here. We're getting some logs. Not a ton, but some. I mean, they are going to plank production, so just, yeah, takes away from that a little bit. Alright, the drought has ended. Let's go ahead and get these back open. Probably this one too. And now we have no haulers, so I'm going to pause that again. Make sure we have a couple haulers. And since my science is doing so good, I might actually, well, I have a lot of injured beavers too, so maybe that's a problem. But I could probably turn this down significantly. Every 3 hours get 10. I'll do 2. I mean, do I really need that? I'll wait. So let's just keep 1 in there for now, so we can continuously get science, but it's not killing my, I don't know, so I can still like have beavers in other places. This is already full. I just gotta make sure these are at the right height, so that might actually be a little high. I really don't want it to flood over. Okay, let's check out this monument again. So they need 400 planks, which we don't have. We have 200. And we need 300 metal blocks, which we have just about 200. Don't know if we're gonna be able to get that built without going over to the next place. But you know what? I want them to get it in, so I want to see them start building this thing. Is this all they need? Is this fine? I think it is. Now, if they can build it from that corner, that would be really nice. Got another bad tide approaching. Oh, they can go down through the stairs. Perfect. All my planks are going to be gone after this. All right, maybe I should slow down. You know what? I'm gonna lower the priority of this one, so they do any other building first. And this is in now, so we should start getting more beavers again, which would be really good. Yeah, I think let's try to get over to this before anything else right now. So how can I do that? I can have them come through here, which they have already done, and then that's too high, so maybe come up right there, and then let's see, oops, don't need this. And then how big of a bridge do I need? That's too big. That's still too big. So build a bridge over there, which is just logs and planks. Alright, we'll stick that in. And then, is this gonna be safe? Yeah, I think it will be. So we're gonna come all the way over here, and then we'll just go up with some stairs. And I will do that. And then what we can do is, well, for now I'll just let that run, but I will also want a scavenger flag over here, at least 1, but maybe 2. Yeah, I'll just do 1. That will probably be in use. But let's let it go, build up everything. Alright, how are we looking? We have a ton of, yeah, we got a lot of explosives and a lot of extract, so that's another thing we could do, is while this is happening, we could start like blowing into this area. So let me set some of that up. So I'm gonna want to go, just seeing how far I need to go, like there maybe. And let me delete this. Oh, we got all the way to it. Let me pause that one. I'll leave that up. Or wait. Let's do this one. And this isn't quite gone yet, but it will be. There we go, more trees popping in. We got a bridge. The other thing is I will want to do double dynamite on all this stuff. Actually, let me delete this one for now. And I'm gonna put in a staircase because I want them to come in and delete or destroy like all this. Bad tide deflection working nicely. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I'll leave that on. Let's turn this one off. It's a 22-day bad tide. I don't know. I'll pause both of those. Yeah, I mean, look at all this extra green space we have if I leave this up. It's just, I'm not really using it right now, so there's no point, but I'll just leave it up for now. Okay. So working on the dynamite. Dang, we got a lot of babies. How close are they to being adults? Some of them are pretty close. Alright, so we got all that cleared out. We can go back a little bit more. Actually, let me go ahead and delete these as well. Oh, we're getting some cattails in. Just seeing that. Okay, so with that, we need cattail flour, I believe. So we're gonna need another mill. Yeah, cattail flour. Let me just make sure I got this right. So they're gonna take cattail flour and turn it into cattail crackers, something like that. I will need a mill, grist mill, and a bakery. Yeah, let's just go ahead and add that to the end here, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and delete this. And then we're gonna put in the grist mill That's the end. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a whole new production line or change up the shape if I do it this way. Alright. All the way at the end. Bunch of beavers are growing up. That's awesome. We don't have enough logs for that yet anyway, so we're just gonna let them work on that when they can. Okay, they're doing pretty good on this dynamite over here. Let me go ahead and get some in right there as well. I can go back those 4. Alright, these all in. Looks like it. Not sure if they'll be able to reach everything, so I'm just gonna do that and come out a little bit further. And then we're gonna need regular dynamite all the way to here, and then we're gonna still need these doubles. And then I believe I'll need to go 1 lower to make that even. Okay, so I know I will need some storage. So I'll need cattail and cattail flower. So I can put the roots there, the flower here, and then I'm gonna need a bakery somewhere. Could maybe put it here. So let me get a couple platforms, and then I will put the bakery right here. Oh no, it's in the way. They built those so fast. Well, that was a waste. I can't even build it there. Didn't even notice. Okay, well, that was a total waste. I may delete those. Let's get that back. I could use this space. So we'll say a bakery here. And we're gonna do cattail crackers. Just in case I want to go back to another bakery or something. Because I will need one when I finally get to maple. Alright, what is this guy? No recipes selected. So you're gonna want cattail flour. These are getting close. Okay, so for the wood then, I'm gonna need some lumberjacks here. Let's get a couple lumberjacks in. And I have 3 here, so why don't I go ahead and pause one, maybe even delete that. And I'll put in one more oak. Yeah, so we're still getting some pop in, and then we're gonna get a bunch over here soon. So I think we got enough food. We have a decent amount of water. See how this is looking. You know what? I'm gonna slow down on the pumping. I think we're doing okay, so we'll just have 1 going. Is all of this in? It is. Okay, so we're gonna detonate that. We're gonna detonate this line. Ooh, was that a mistake? Yeah, I need to get up here. I kind of messed that up. And I need to put a dynamite right there. I think I can detonate this one though. Nothing to do in range. Alright, it's time to delete this. We don't need this anymore. We can maybe even delete... Man, is that... No, let's not delete it because we can always go over to that later. And it's closer for that one. Yeah, they're still going to use it for the bad water rig. That's fine by me. Now this is a long way, so I may want to get another one of these zipline stations built way over here. I think that would be pretty cool. I know it's not necessary. They have like a halfway zip line they may be able to use. This is a cluster of paths. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, this is all built in. Can delete these stairs. Think I should be able to delete that. Let's go ahead and path all this up because I'm going to want to destroy. Okay, so in this case, I'll want to go down as much as I can, really, so I'll just do 3s. And then here I'll do 2s. Alright, that'll take a little while, but they'll get it done. Why is this going down so fast? I don't know. Maybe just because I'm going fast speed in the game. Or maybe because I didn't lower it very long. Yeah, I didn't give it a chance to like really raise up. So these got all the planks, all the treated planks, just 4 more metal blocks, and it'll be done. Alright, in that case, I am going to get a zipline station up here. I'm just doing it. So this is paths, right? Zipline station all the way to here. And then with this, I can add a connection, and it's got to go to here. Okay, so I only need like 1 halfway connection, it looks like. So if I were to do a zipline pylon right here, would this reach? Should be able to reach from there and then to there. I want to see them get this thing done. It's so close. I just don't know if it's going to use up all the water in there. It's done. And that immediately jumped up the well-being because it covers a huge area. Wow, a lot of beavers work in that area. Does it like really use up the water though? That's kind of what I want to know. Looks good. Got the 3rd monument in. We just need 1 more monument. That's crazy. It's going really well. Can you get to 48? No, 47 though. That's good. How much does that give? 8? 8 well-being just from 1 monument. That's crazy awesome. Oh, I never put a scarecrow in. I could do that. That's easy. And a dance hall would be pretty fun. Maybe we'll save that for another one. Still working on the dynamite. It's taking them a little bit of time. We have cattail flour. We got plenty of it. Are they making cattail crackers? They are. Oh, okay. I don't have anywhere to store that, so I just need to go higher on my storage thing here. Okay, let's go 1 more and get cattail crackers in. So I believe it's all double platform, so we go here, 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 and then double it up to there. And then we just path everything in and we're good to go. And this is cattail crackers. I don't like how low this got, so that's why I'm really glad I'm going to be pushing this back some. I really need more. I think I do need more storage after all. Like I can survive 30 days, it's just going to be real tight. I don't really want it to be tight. And it's all in, let's do it. Let's make sure, okay, we're good. Beautiful. Okay, so what are we gonna need to get down there? That's a 3, so we just need 2, 1, and staircase. Look at that, we got all these trees growing up. Got the maple, we're gonna get maple syrup relatively soon, 12 days, so still got a little ways. But yeah, these oak trees are in, so we're gonna really chop that down. We're getting our wood production back in. Still making those metal blocks. Are we done with the zip line? No, we're not. They're done with this station, but they need to get this in. Just 2 more metal blocks and they'll get there. Looks like they're gonna bring it over but not be able to build it yet. Yep. Okay, it's the morning, so come on over and build this thing. They got the zipline station in. Alright, sweet. Yeah, there he goes. I'm gonna click on this beaver. So he was a builder, so he's just zipping all the way back. That's so cool. I don't know how much they're gonna be using it, but that's really awesome. Oh, there's one. That's so fun. Alright, so since this guy has a 47, let's check it out. So with 47 well-being, being up to 45 at least, is 180% working speed, which is really good, very efficient. Movement speed is up plus 50%, and life expectancy is doubled, plus 100%. I don't know what the original life expectancy is, but doubling that is enormous. I mean, 47 is a great marker to be at, I feel like. And they're still not hitting all the social life things. They just don't have time to do everything, but they're going for the ones that add more points, they're going for those. Okay, let's let them keep building this stuff up. Everything's going well. It's just worried about the water situation here. So it's just, this is a really good idea to keep going back. I feel like just more of this reservoir being stored, water being stored in the reservoir, you know what I'm saying. Oh, I never put my hat back on. So the decoration, we could put a little roof hat back on it right there. Scarecrow's so easy. Let me go ahead and just unlock that. I could put one here and that'll reach the housing, and I could put one somewhere over here and that will also reach the housing, and that'll just help their well-being even more, just in case they go down. At least that's a +1 for them. 3.8 days. Yeah, I think we got this bad tide. Although that being said, feels like this went down even faster, but it could be because we had to fill in this a few times. Okay, just one more. Let's get that in. Let's blow this up. Very, very nice. Okay, how far are we talking here? Yeah, that's a double. Okay. So we need to double everything. So let's go ahead and get down here like we just did. And then we're gonna double dynamite everything. Alright, bad tide is ended. We're gonna get some good water coming in so we could open up these pumps again. And we hit 49 with our well-being. That's crazy. This is taking a while to fill in. It's getting so big. That's what we want though. And we're back to the top. Oh yeah. And we're flooding. Oh yeah. Wow, 4 days of no drought or bad tide? That's a long time. Taking it easy on me. It just means the next drought is going to be 30 days or something crazy. That's all of it in? Yes it is. Okay. Even bigger area now. And we got to start the flooding process over again. Alright, so let me work on getting all this taken care of. Alright, we got it. So if we look at this now, we can see all the way down there we got a huge tank now. It's looking good. And we did make it up to 50. That's awesome. Wonder why that is. There's that scarecrow, and they're all using the stuff. Man, we're doing really good. Just imagine if I got that dance hall in. I really want to know how long this next bad tide is going to be. I'm getting kind of worried. Just because it's taken so long to get there. Bad tide has started. We should probably pause a couple of these. And it's a 25-day bad tide. Okay. I think we've seen worse, but we didn't have worse with this new area in, so we're gonna have to keep this full as well, which may make things a little bit tougher. We'll just have to see. But in the meantime, I mean, I got up to an average well-being of 50 at one point. I know it's 49 right now, but 50, I touched it. So that's pretty cool. We now have the ability to get maple, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know how much this will hold. Kind of curious. 50. Only 50 maple syrup, and that should go in a tank storage. Is there any place for that? A good place? Maybe over here? Should be able to put maple syrup in that. Yup. And then what is this? We already have wheat flour, and it turns wheat flour and maple syrup into the maple pastries. So I just need another bakery. Like so. And I'll just make this one be maple pastries. Alright, the bakery's in. We're getting maple pastries. This average should go up over 50 to stay over 50. Let's see if it'll happen. Oh, and I don't have a place to store the maple pastries. So time to go up the last one, hopefully. So let's do our little thing. We did it. Up to 51. And there we go. So we can put the maple pastries in here. I'm not sure. I may need to get more wheat growing somewhere else, but I mean, you know, that's looking like we're gonna be okay. The only reason I would need to do more is if I had a bigger population. So we'll just have to see about that. I'm liking it. I'm really liking the way this colony has turned out. So far, so good. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.